where does human capacity truly end? I mean, we always talk about pushing our potential, but what's the absolute limit? Where do our minds and bodies just soar, achieving amazing things, but then where do they break?
That tension is exactly what we're diving into today. It's about exploring those boundaries, the extreme edges of the human condition.
Okay.
We're drawing on sources that look at everything from, the highest intellectual achievements and scientific breakthroughs, all the way down to physiological endurance and even chemically altered states.
Right, so we're unpacking quite a bit here. We'll start with genius, maybe leadership too, then look at what happens when we're pushed physically, like with exhaustion, and finally tackle how substances, especially common ones like alcohol, connect to things like aggression. It sounds complex.
It is. It's really a story about human control and sometimes the complete lack of it.
Okay, let's start at the top then. Intellectual peaks. When you think extreme genius, Stephen Hawking often comes up. People throw around IQ numbers like 160.
They do, yeah. But the key thing, really, is what Hawking himself thought about it.
Which was?
He famously said he had no idea what his score was. And, more pointedly, that people who boast about their IQ are losers.
Huh. Okay, that definitely reframed things. So it's less about the number.
Much less.
And more about making complex ideas understandable, like he did with A Brief History of Time. That accessibility seems crucial.
Exactly. Accessibility. And it helps to see different kinds of high ability, too. You have, say, high IQ kids who develop fast, but might struggle emotionally.
Why is that?
Well, sometimes their advanced moral reasoning kicks in early, so they grapple with the world's problems much sooner than their peers might. It can be tough.
That's one kind of brilliance. What about savants? Their genius seems different, more specific. Where does that come from?
The savants are fascinating. They often have this immediate, almost intuitive access to rules in a specific area: music, math, calendar calculation.
Like they just know it.
Pretty much. They're using the same underlying rules as anyone else, but the difference is they often lack a metacognitive understanding of how they do it.
So they can't explain their own process. They just arrive at the answer.
Precisely. It's like instant pattern recognition, but without the internal analysis of how the pattern was recognized.
Interesting. Okay, so from individual brilliance, how does this scale up? What about applying that capacity collectively through leadership? What makes a great leader?
Well, the sources point to some core traits. Authenticity, being open-minded, creativity, strategic thinking.
Standard leadership qualities, maybe?
To some extent, yes. But fundamentally, the defining thing seems to be the ability to make those incredibly difficult, high-impact decisions under pressure. Navigating uncertainty, that's the real test.
And when leadership and science combine,